Thank you for joining us here in Munich.
Thank you.
You must have sore arms from all of the awards you took home at the
Oh
People
my
Awards. Have you
gosh.
recovered from that?
I don't know if you ever recover from a moment like that. It was so exciting for us at Slate. And it was shared not only with the design team, but really as a complete group at Slate. We were all so excited about it.
And you were shortlisted numerous times as well. I mean, you took home some wins, but before that you were shortlisted many times. And one of those categories you were shortlisted in was Most Sustainable Design Team. And I wonder if that speaks to the way that, not so much just in terms of materiality, but in terms of durability, utility, ruggedness, ease of assembly and disassembly.
Yes.
I wonder if that was the reflection of the work you're doing there.
Yes, I sure think so. Yeah, it really, for us, we've always thought about the vehicle in a very complete way. And of course, there's some very obvious practices that are just inherently sustainable. You know, removal of a paint factory as one example. So having the color, in tool or embedded within the material itself, that has so many positive benefits, but the first very obvious is in the manufacturing process. So, but then it goes from there, right? I really think one of the other greatest practices that we have is that we are always designing for manufacturing from a reductive point of view. How can we keep this as simple with as few parts as possible? And then again, that is naturally going to, it is a sustainable model naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's been very well received, I think, from an exterior point of view, which is nice for something that is a commercial vehicle. You know, aesthetics isn't usually right up there at the top. Was it fun coming up with that exterior design?
It was so fun. It was really fun. And it was exciting for us as a team because we were taking it literally, not just the vehicle, but the brand from words on a paper to the actual expression to the thing that we are making. And that is incredibly rewarding. I think that the energy that we have about it, in other words, our excitement, our optimism, really comes through in the final outcome, in the design itself. And we also really were quite intentional in really making sure that it was something that we could be proud of and that people could be proud of. It was really about the customers, right? It's about people feeling like this is something that they are happy to own.
And you got the memo today to wear a black overshirt jacket thing, a work shirt. Are you trying to build merch and a wider story around the brand into that sort of design story, I guess?
Yeah,
sort of the Slate culture.
That's an interesting question that you have, and it's a very good note that we are really through merchandise and, as we have online merch store, it's really being intentional that it is a reflection of the spirit of the brand, of course. And our vehicle has always been squarely placed in position for a hardworking person or family, wage-earning individuals, to see themselves reflected in the designs.
Now, just sort of shifting ever so slightly, we're here in Munich at Car Design Event, fourth year running, and we've got students from Pforzheim in Germany and Munich as well.
Yes.
Is there any advice that you would give to a student coming through, or maybe something that you wish you had known earlier on in your design career?
That's a great question, and I'll share two things. We all know that if we are working with students, if we have interns, or we're fortunate enough to be able to look at a student portfolio or have a walkthrough at a school, we get so much from this. As professionals, we are receiving so much inspiration. So that undoubtedly is really an unfair exchange. We're getting so much out of it. But today, the reason why I was so excited by what I saw was there was true harmony in the form language. The design themes were very cohesive, easy on the eyes. I mean, they looked good. They had areas of tension, but they were really in harmony. And that is something that I look for as a designer. And my advice through experience is that they know what it's like to work hard. And they are stepping into a career that will bring them the most difficult work, the most difficult mountains to climb. I mean, it will be hard from the very first day until they hang up their hats as designers. But the payoff is that you remain fixed on something that you love. You are pursuing something that you are truly in love with. And that emotional connection creates the most rewarding experience. Therefore, my advice is to pursue it and to keep going.